Hey everyone, and welcome. We're about to dive into a topic that honestly affects every single one of us, but most of us, well, we kind of like to put it off. We're talking about what happens to our digital lives after we're gone. I mean, really think about it for a second. Your bank accounts, your social media, maybe some crypto wallets, all those family photos, all of it is locked behind a password. So if you were suddenly unreachable, could the people you love get access to what they need? It's a huge, totally modern problem that most of us aren't prepared for. So here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll tackle the digital legacy problem head on. Then, we'll look at a new kind of vault built to solve it. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of how your secrets are protected, check out the automated safety net, and finally, talk about what all this means for securing your digital life. All right, first things first. Let's look at why the ways we currently try to manage this stuff, well, they just don't cut it. The truth is, the internet wasn't built with any kind of inheritance system in mind, and our old-school, analog solutions are really failing us here. And this is what most of us are doing, right? Writing passwords down on a piece of paper. I mean, that can get lost, damaged in a fire, or just plain found by the wrong person. Sharing them directly with someone, that's a huge security risk waiting to happen. Even those great password managers we use every day still have a weakness. They usually rely on you sharing that one single, all-powerful master password. And that creates a single point of failure. Of course, the last one, doing nothing at all, is probably the most common and definitely the riskiest. Okay, so let's shift gears and talk about a solution that was actually built from the ground up for this very problem. We're going to explore a platform called digital heritage. Now, the most important phrase here is zero knowledge. We're going to come back to that, but the basic idea is that this system acts as a super secure bridge, making sure your vital information gets to the right people. But, and this is key, only when it is absolutely necessary. And this is just a brilliant way to picture it. You might have heard of a dead man's switch. It's a system that triggers an action if the operator, in this case you, stops checking in. So you combine that kind of automated intelligence with an incredibly secure digital vault, and you've got the core concept right there. So this brings us right to the heart of it all, the technology. How can you actually trust a service with your most sensitive information? It all comes down to a really clever combination of cryptography, which the source material calls the whiteboard core, because it's all designed to be transparent and clear. This is the absolute foundation. Zero knowledge means your data is encrypted on your computer or phone before it ever goes to their servers. So imagine you put your secrets in a box, you lock that box with a physical key, and only you have that key. Then you give the locked box to the company for safekeeping. They can hold it for you, but they can never, ever open it. By design, they have zero knowledge of what's inside. And to give you an idea of how secure we're talking, AES 256 is the encryption standard that's trusted by governments and spy agencies to protect top secret information. It's considered the gold standard. So you're literally getting that same level of protection for your own stuff. But this is where it gets really, really clever. If only you have the key to your locked box, how on earth do your trusted contacts get it if you're gone? That's where this incredible method called Shamir's Secret Sharing comes into play. Instead of one single key, you essentially create pieces of a key. So check out how this works. Your master key, the one thing that unlocks your vault, is mathematically split into several unique parts, or shares. You then give one share to each of your trusted contacts. But here's the critical part. You set a threshold. Let's say you need 3 out of 5 people to come together. This means no single person can ever access your vault on their own. They have to collaborate. Only when enough of them combine their shares can the key be rebuilt. It's an amazing way to eliminate any single point of failure. Okay, so we've got the secure vault and we've got the split key, but how does the system know when to even start this process? How does it know there's an emergency? Well, that's where the automated wellness monitoring kicks in. This timeline really shows you the built-in safeguards. It's not a hair trigger system. If you miss a scheduled check-in, it doesn't immediately sound the alarm. First, you just get a gentle reminder. A week later, a warning goes to both you and a backup person you choose, called a wellness verifier. It's only after a full month of no contact that the system activates the plan and notifies your contacts. It's all designed to prevent false alarms while still making sure you're protected. So now that we know how it all works, the big question is, who is this actually for? And as you're about to see, the answer is, well, pretty much everyone. This is for parents who need to make sure their family can get to bank accounts or insurance info. It's perfect for solo travelers or adventurers who might be off-grid and want a safety net.
It's absolutely crucial for business owners with critical company passwords, and it's a huge deal for crypto holders who need a way to protect their seed phrases without just handing them over to one person. Really, it's for anyone who has digital information that matters.
And that line just sums it all up, doesn't it? In a world where our lives are more and more digital, planning for what happens to that life, it's not really an option anymore. It's a necessity. We make plans for our physical stuff. Our digital assets deserve the exact same care.
So, I'll just leave you with this final question to think about. If something happened to you today, what would happen to your entire digital world? Is everything in order? Or is it all just left up to chance?